My moped hummed along as I traveled at a brisk 26 miles per hour. My GPS said that the supplier wasn't much further. I noticed that the buildings around me were starting to show signs of decrepitation and age. Where on earth was I going?
Your destination is on the right,
said the lady in my GPS. I put on my turn signal and pulled into the next driveway on the right. A sign was perched high above the street that read, Bargain Margaret's Second-Hand Emporium. I dismounted and looked up at the store. It had large blacked-out windows with bars over them. The paint was peeling off the awning. There was an overflowing trash can near the entrance. And the whole place just seemed like a real dump. A flickering neon sign in one of the windows read, Home of the Bargaret. It took all of my strength to press onward. I opened the door and headed inside.
Welcome to the Ivan Sowers Mystery Hours on Channel Your Random. On this week's episode, Ivan gets his gear.
I stepped inside. Immediately, a dank, musty smell crept into my nostrils. The store was incredibly dim. I could hardly see to the other side. There were knickknacks everywhere, just thrown about in half-haphazard piles. I couldn't make out any semblance of organization. How is this place still in business, I thought. From the far end of the room, I suddenly heard a shuffling noise, and then a small figure appeared through what looked like a bead door. As the figure got closer, I could see it was a woman. She was short, plump, and had a mesh of unkempt brownish-gray hair. She coughed several times and cleared her throat before saying,
Welcome to Bargain Margaret's, home of the Bargaret.
What the heck is a Bargaret? I responded.
You telling me you've never heard of the Bargaret before?
No, what is it?
The Bargaret is some stuff in a bag. I go get some stuff, and I put it in the bag. Then I sell it. You never know what you're gonna get. Sometimes it's the aces, sometimes it's bupkis.
So it's kinda like gambling?
Yeah, except it's way more addicting. You wanna give it a try, Pumpkin?
I was certainly intrigued. I was about to say yes when I remembered why I was there. No. Yes. Maybe later. For now, I parked the car in Harvard Yard. She froze for a moment, then slowly met my eyes.
Really? You? God, things must be getting rough for Keith if he's picking up a mug like you. Whatever, let's head into the back.
She turned around and started walking towards the bead door. I semi-reluctantly followed her. If the front of the store looked this bad, what did the back look like? I kind of liked her attitude, though. I'd never met a woman who possessed so much confidence. Passing through the bead door, I entered an incredibly dark room. I couldn't see 2 feet in front of me. I heard Margaret bustling somewhere across the room.
Watch your eyes, kid,
she said. I heard something that sounded like a large switch being thrown, and all of a sudden, the room was illuminated by large floodlights in the ceiling. They were so bright that I temporarily lost my vision. After my eyes adjusted, my jaw hit the floor. There were all sorts of weapons and gadgets in big glass display cases all around the perimeter of the room. Oh boy, I exclaimed. I want it all.
Cool your jets, bucko. You're gonna get what everyone from Face gets. Here.
She opened up the glass display case on the far side of the room.
Here's what you get.
I walked up to her as she started handing me a few gadgets from the case. First was a tiny device that looked like a hearing aid.
This here's your connected earpiece. This little bugger connects you to the Face server at all times. You can get directions, information on people, and just about anything else you want. All you gotta do is say your code name and then add the words to home.
Showerface to home. Okay, I said as I put the earpiece in my ear.
Next up is your suction cups.
What are those for?
For climbing up buildings, of course. You gotta be prepared for anything.
Oh boy, like a ninja.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Anyways, here's your last gadget. This here's your multi-tool. Think of it like a pocket knife, but with a gazillion more uses. I don't even got the time to begin telling you what this little guy can do.
She handed me what looked like an unassuming pocket knife, but I knew it was probably so much more. All of the other gear seemed amazing, so why wouldn't this be? I couldn't believe that my life as an investigator was about to begin. I started to get out my wallet to pay for my wares.
Don't worry about it, kid. We'll bill it straight to the face tab.
Oh, okay then, I said, slightly pleased, as I put my wallet back in my pocket.
Now get out of here. If you got any questions about your gear, ask back at face. I don't got nothing else for you.
Okay. Take care, Bargain Margaret. Thank you for everything.
Yeah, save it, pumpkin.
She said, as I exited the back half of the store and made my way through the utterly disgusting front room. All right, I thought. Time to get home, get the customer data for Keith, then head back to the headquarters. I started my moped and was off. I turned onto my street and was immediately greeted with a strange feeling in my gut. Pulling closer to my house, I noticed a familiar black sedan parked outside. My heart stopped. I was almost positive that car belonged to Vinny and Shao, the thugs who tried to kidnap me. I parked my moped a couple houses away and immediately tried to think like a spy. I certainly had the gear for it. I pulled out my multi-tool as I slowly crept towards my front door. I didn't know what good it would do me, but it made me feel better knowing that I was holding the gadget. The front door was already ajar, which confirmed my suspicions. Someone was definitely in my house. I slowly pushed the door open and quietly ducked inside. I could hear muffled voices coming from across the living room, in my office. I suddenly panicked. That's where I kept my customer information, I thought to myself. No, don't panic, Ivan. You are a professional. Besides, the data was in the cabinet just inside the door. As dumb as those goons were, they were probably looking in the safe. I stealthily crawled through my living room to the door of the office, which was wide open. Sure enough, Vinny and Shao were on the far side of my office, rummaging through my safe.
It's a good thing you got that lock cracking here, or I wouldn't have any reason to keep you around. You're lucky.
Is that all I'm good for, to ya?
Even though I was slightly confused as to how they got in, I wasn't worried. There wasn't anything valuable in there.
All right, Sal. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, hey, here's his birth certificate. Ha! Ivan Elizabeth Sowers.
What a knucklehead name!
Shut up. At least his middle name ain't Anna Maria.
They continued rummaging through my personal belongings.
A Netscape Navigator install disk. What the? How old is this thing?
So that's where that went, I thought to myself.
A signed copy of Queen's A Night at the Opera.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy?
Button your yap, you mug.
Why you gotta be like that, Vinny? Every time I try and have a fun time, you gotta come in there and stop me.
As they fought, I realized I had my chance to grab the hard drive with the customer data and sneak off. Very slowly, I reached up and opened the filing cabinet just inside the door. I stood up and peered inside. My eyes scanned the alphabetized client names until they landed on Potter Frank. I reached in the file and pulled out a small external hard drive. Bingo, I thought. Trying to be as silent as possible, I shut the filing cabinet. Right before it was closed all the way, I remembered how loud the closing latch was, but it was too late. A large click echoed through the room. I immediately started to turn and run.
Hey, that's Sowers right now. He's got the goods, too. Let's get him.
I heard Vinny yell, followed by a loud crash.
Oh! Sorry, Vinny! I didn't see the chair there!
You moron! You get over here and help me up right now. He's getting away.
I raced outside and ran down the street to my moped. I needed to get back to Face as soon as possible. I peeled off down the street at top speed. I hadn't made it several blocks before I saw the black sedan coming up behind me. They were so much faster than me, how was I going to escape? They pulled alongside me as the passenger window opened up. Xiao was holding a gun right at me.
Give us the customer data, and I won't shoot.
No way, Jose, I retorted.
Fine. Have it your way.
Thanks for tuning in to the Ivan Sowers Mystery Hours. Don't forget to like the episode and subscribe to our channel so we can let you know every time a new episode airs. Until next time, this has been the Ivan Sowers Mystery Hours on Channel Your Random.